How y'all doing? It's so good to be talking to you again. Now let me tell you, this has just been a great week for the United States. Been a great week for the President of the United States, Mr. President Donald J. Trump. Now, last night, we had the State of the Union speech by the President of the United States. And let me tell you, it was pure entertainment. I mean, first of all, as always, people were expecting the president to go on and on and on and talk about impeachment, and they expected him to just go off script. But man, the president gave, and even some fools in the mainstream media were impressed. You know, they actually kind of like what I'm getting about ready to say. They agreed, and they thought, hey, this is the best speech that President Trump has ever given. The entire length of time he's been the president. Okay, now, he got started off with his State of the Union speech by honoring Rush Limbaugh, radio personality Rush Limbaugh, who is one of the architects of political, modern day political talk radio. And Rush really, he started the modern day talk radio and got a lot of people started. If it was not for Rush Limbaugh, political radio would not be what it is today. And now you got several, political talk radio shows, on both sides of the aisle, people on the left. But for years, I mean, not only was Rush the only one doing it, but he was the only conservative, the only Republican kind of on the radio talking about everything going on in the political world on both sides. But the president started off his speech by honoring Rush because just the day before, Rush Limbaugh announced that he had been diagnosed recently with stage 4, advanced terminal lung cancer. Rush says he's going to fight the good fight, but he's a realist, and he realized that he is probably going to die from this, and that's obviously that's what advanced stage 4 terminal cancer is, and we all miss Mr. Rush Limbaugh when he passes on. But you know what? Let me tell you what, it was really awful. All these stupid Democrats, and I say stupid because, their whole game they was playing last night is they wanted to go out of their way to disrespect the president. I mean, many of them, they had to give out press releases and announce to the press that they were boycotting the president's State of the Union because many of these fools like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she had to put out a press release that she was protesting the State of the Union speech by not even attending. That's how little she cared. But okay, who cares if she attended or not? But let me tell you about the ones that did. Okay, the majority of the Democratic Party, for example, that did attend, when Rush Limbaugh was honored, they did not even stand. They did not clap or none of that. And this was all in an attempt to try to boycott the president and let them know what they think of the president. Rush Limbaugh, I mean, the man is dying of cancer. And you cannot even respect the fact that he's being honored or all the years of what he's done, I guess not. And then, even when it was announced that a little girl was, receiving, I think she's 10 years old, she's receiving a scholarship, they wouldn't even stand up and clap for that. No, and Nancy Fool Pelosi, or as I like to call, President Trump calls her Nervous Nancy because she's always shaking and always studying her words, and people often mistake her for being drunk Nancy, but I'll call her Angry Nancy because you should have seen this woman was sitting behind the president as he's speaking last night, giving a speech. She's fiddling her fingers, just looking at everywhere else, and she's looking at these papers, reading the paper in her hand, on her desk, doing everything but paying attention to the president. And then at the very end of the speech, what does Angry Nancy do? She was just looking for a moment. She was looking to give, the lamestream media something to talk about. And I think it may end up backfiring on her. But anyways, what she did at the end of the speech was she tore up the typewritten, the typed copy of the president's speech that she had, and tore it up. Just that was her statement. And on her way out, they asked her, "Hey, Speaker Pelosi, why did you do that? She says, well, it's better than what I could have done. It's better than the alternative. I think she should be Angry Nancy from now on. And you know what we're going to do? I think it's very important that Angry Nancy loses her job as Speaker of the House. I think it's very important that that the Democrats lose the House. Because as President Trump has said time and time again, they are the angry, do-nothing Democrats. Over and out, folks. We'll be talking to you again real soon.